Good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are and what time of day it is when you watch this video. My name is Z, and welcome back to my gaming corner. In this 7th episode of Let's Build Crestfall, we have a massive residential demand. We are creeping up on the commercial demand, just like I showed you at the end of episode 6. And I want to tackle that. Now, one thing you should know about City Skylines: when you're building up your population, if you zone in a whole bunch all at once and everyone moves in all at once, you're going to have death waves go across your city and everyone's going to die at the same time, and then the new generation comes up and they all die at the same time. And that's what we've had, because in our last episode we had 6,200 people and now we're down to 5,165 because we just had death waves galore. And our graveyard is only storing 10 out of 500. There's only one hearse out of 50 in use. But we had 24 people die last week, and there was like 100 people that died the week before. So we've just had a huge death wave, and so we've gone down in population. But I want to get up to Big Town at 8,000, because then we get our inner city buses, we get our big bus station, we get another 2 kilometer by 2 kilometer square we can buy. We also get access to official high density, and we get the university unlocked, so we can start building a university campus. Do we get trains? Because the metro station unlocks. Where do we get trains at all? I don't know. When are we supposed to get trains according to the game? 11,000 for trains. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to get the population up to 8,000 in this episode. But there is something I want to do right before we start building up the population. And if we look at our water supply and our sewage supply, it's up a lot, but when we start adding in another 3,000 people, I want to show you a fun thing I'd like to do with the water intake, and we're also going to relocate some of these things. And then that should still spread the electricity. Yeah, it does. It's fine. Okay. So we're going to pause the game, and I need to relocate this. And yes, it's okay if we spend 500 to relocate it. Because what I'm going to do is, you can set these water pumping stations up on a key wall. I figured this out in one of my other cities. So let's come here to our terraforming tools, come here to the water, and here's our key wall, and we're just going to be on freeform. And what I'm going to do is, it's going to snap to the beach. So we're going to start here, we're going to go up the beach, we're going to go here, and then it's going to go right around the beach. And then it's going to come, let's just have it come all the way around, like right to there. Okay. That looks really good, doesn't it? It's not as high as I'd like it to be. So if we take our Move It mod, and these have really, really big nodes. And so like there's a node here at the end, and then there's a node like right there. So if we select that node, and then select this node, and then select this node, and that node, and this node, and that node, and that node over there. Basically the entire key wall, the nodes of the key wall. No, I don't want that. Oh, crap. Let's start over. Sorry. So this node, holding down shift, this node, that node, that node, that node. This node, that node, that node. We're coming down to the end. This node, and then the one on the end. And we're going to do Control H for hotel, height for height. And I want it all to be this height, and just bring the key wall up. There we go. Okay, this is what I can do And this looks really cool because this will snap right to the key wall, which is so cool. So if we have it on this one right here, it's going to be, the water's kind of shallow, but we can fix that, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in, because it only costs like $240 a week. So if we put in 2, that's like $500 out of our budget. That'll take us down to $600 bringing in. And then we're going to increase the population, which will bring our budget up again. So I'm going to put in 3. We're going to put 1 right there. And we're also going to put 1 about equal distance away. Okay, so we now have 3. Okay. And then what we're going to do is there are these fresh water outlets. They're $320 a week. And we're going to put in 1 right here. We're going to put in 1 right there. And what that's going to do is that's going to help replenish the water supply right out here in front to actually build up the water a little bit. And we might need to extend the key wall over to there so it doesn't start flooding the land. And again, it likes to go down to the ground, and it's kind of annoying. So let's use our move it mod. Let's hold shift and like deselect that, and that'll take out all of that. And then I want this node right there to be the same height. So control H for height as this node right there. Oh, crap. And then I also want this node to be the same height as this, and just raise it all up and have it be the same. So, yeah. Okay, and then we need to take our water pipes, and we need to turn on the white so we can actually see where the water pipes are. Let's delete part of the water pipes, and let's start connecting this up. So this needs to be connected to that, connected to this, connected to that, connected to this, connect to that, and let's start the game. So what will happen is water is going to start coming out of these excess pipes, all the excess water that we are using to help replenish the water that we just took. And apparently we don't have any water to take right now. Oh dear. So there we go. The water starting to come out, and that will help replenish the water that we need to use for our city. Hopefully. So it's starting to fill in again, and then with all this excess water that's coming in, it will help fill in this bay. It's just going to take a little bit of time, but it makes it look kind of cool, doesn't it? I did it one time on a stretch of river in one of my other cities, and the river curved out like this, and so I had the key wall that came out kind of like a half moon like this, and I put it around in a circle with excess water, and it was like a big tall key wall, and then the water, it was like a waterfall coming down. It was really, really cool. So yeah, it's just going to take a little bit of time for the water to come back in and fill in this new area, because that is basically the ocean, is it not? Hey, that's the edge of the map, so it is kind of the ocean. But then again, I did raise up the key wall, and I didn't snap it all the way to the very edge of the beach. I just went where I wanted it to go. So it just needs to fill in again. And it almost seems like we should put in another one. Let's turn this off. Let's put in one on this side too, over here. And then also one on the end here. And then we need to connect them. So this needs to be connected to that. And this also, oh whoops, and this can, okay. Let's bulldoze this. Connect this up, connect to there. There's one of them working. Where's the other one working? Come on. There we go. And that'll just help keep the water level at an appropriate level for this. And then we can relocate these back to where they were so they get 20 megawatts. And then we just need to also make sure that we have plenty of electricity all covering all that. Okay. But now the water, because we have excess water coming out for the water pumps, it should never, ever, ever drain to dry right in this area. It should always have plenty of water for the water pumps. So that should take care of our water needs for quite some time. Yeah, and I think I might have put the key wall in a little bit too far inland. I might have to fix that off camera, like redo it off camera and rebuild that. Okay, so we need to do some aggressive expansion because we need to get to 8,000. Look, we've lost another 200. And now we're 93, 108 in the hole, so we need to get some people in here ASAP. So let's pause the game, and we need to get in. I'm kind of thinking I want to build the Cosmopolitan in this part of the. Maybe extend this 4-lane road down and then build the Cosmopolitan. Actually, how big is the Cosmopolitan Tower? Like the big box one that complements the other one that's here. Gotta find it. Right there. It costs 30 grand. Oh, and it fits in just as is. Perfect. So we'll just put this in right there. Although I wonder if this should be next door to the tower. Can we here? Oh, bother. Do we get a refund if we... $22.50 if I bulldoze it. Wow. Okay, so we're going to be causing a bunch of traffic again because now they have to fill up the Cosmopolitan Tower. And I need to... put that in right there. See, that looks all right, doesn't it? What we could do is we could use the Move It mod. Get rid of the music. Just take this and wedge it over and line it up with the front of that tower. Oh, see? That looks amazing, doesn't it? And so now it's basically one big, giant, tall tower with a big wing on the end of it. And it all just lines up just nicely. How cool is that? Okay, so we have the Cosmopolitan Inn. This one holds another 809 households. And so I think we're going to be having another huge traffic congestion when everybody starts moving into the new Cosmopolitan Tower. And then I wish that these other lanes of traffic would just pause when it's time for that left turn to go. See, look, it's their turn to go, but the other lanes, they're not stopping. And so now we have everyone's getting in each other's way. And it doesn't seem like the stoplight wants to work on that intersection. I don't know why. But I suppose c'est la vie is how it should be. This is like such is life. And how far are we from getting level 5? Oh, we still need 2 grand more visitors. So as we get more population, now we have 248 of 849 households and now 244. So it is filling up. Our population is going up, but not as fast as I would like. And if we go to our budget, to the loans, let's take out a $20,000 loan and then add another $20,000 to the budget. And you know what? Let's put it on 3-speed. Okay, now we have a lot of empty space, like in this block right here. So what can we do for some more, because if memory serves with the zoning, so these are all 4 and these are all 3. There's a 4 right there. Okay, let's see if we can put in another tower. How much does this one cost? 50,000? Well, we have it, and it holds how many? 452 homes. And it's a decently sized tower, like a big tall tower. Maybe we should put this one opposite of the hotel. Yeah, let's put that one in too. That way we have some big tall towers all in right on the corner. And then here comes everyone moving in. There they are. So it's going to be congested for a little bit. Like, that's a lot of cars that want to move in. A lot of cars. But we did just put in 2 ginormous towers that hold a lot of people. So now we just need to up our population. Like, we've already gained 800, 900 people. We're bringing in 2 grand now. So we just need to get to 8,000, and then we get to have some fun. Because I want to get to Boomtown not Boomtown, Big Town, right? Yeah, Big Town, population of 8,000. We just need 1,400 more people. Yeah, that is a lot of people moving in. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, now, so our residential demand is going down. Our industrial demand is going up. And I want to build out a forestry industry over here and start to de-zone this industrial area and have everyone go out and work over here. And look at our water now. Check it out. These excess water distributions are keeping the water right where we need it, so there's water for the water pumps. It's great. Okay. Okay, so we have 50 grand now. What other big towers can we put in? High density towers. So we have, this one holds 135. This is Utopia 2. This is Utopia 3. They look slightly different. We have the Venetian Tower, and then also we have these West Royals, 99 homes. And this thing, which holds 116 homes. How much do these hold? 135, 109. These hold 1 household. These are frat houses. Okay. Okay, so this holds 63, 85, 167, 296. Yeah, I was going to use this one somewhere. Hadn't quite decided where. And how much money do I need to build this? 126,000. Yeah, can't build that one. 58,000 for 42 households. No thanks. 25 for 120. 40,000 for 274 households. Oh, that's a cool looking tower, isn't it? Let's put that in. Where can we fit that in? How far does it go back? Oh, it kind of cuts into... It's 5 deep. Interesting. Okay. Let's put it right next to that one. Oh, and it looks kind of cool too with like the green stripes. Very cool. So yeah, so a lot of people are going to be moving in, and you can see that the highway is so congested because everyone wants to move in. We're now at 7,600. We just need 400 more people. And this one already has 148 of 274 households, so that's perfect. So here's our city skyline right there. Big tall towers over here. Big downtown area over here with the suburbs up front. Pretty cool, right? And then these guys have upgraded all the way. So all the low density stuff is upgrading. And at 8,000 we get to put in high density, so we could actually make some of these blocks a little bit taller than they already are. Okay, what do we have in the way of commercial? Oh, there it is. Big Town complete. I love it. We get to build campus areas. We get another square that we can purchase. Yeah, and then we get all of this extra stuff. We actually get actual high density that we can zone in, and then we get fireworks towers. We also get hot air balloons. We also get universities built in. The metro. Oh, we get jails. Interesting. And then, of course, I have a university campus that I could build in, but I want to use the actual universities that we got from the universities expansion to build a university. So now that we have access to the university, we should probably build a university because our citizens are going to demand it. They're going to demand it. Where would be a good place to put a university? Because university is going to need a lot of space. And I wonder, what if we built it all up against this edge here and maybe purchase this tile over here and have the university be right here, and we can have farming industry up there? What do we say to that? If we purchase this square right there. Oh dear. I need to see. That's kind of split right in the middle, isn't it? Nope. We need to actually buy both of those squares eventually. We need to buy both those squares. Because we started on this square, and we need to buy these 9 and then the 11 around it for... We'll get a whole bunch bought. But yeah, for now, let's just buy this square. It costs 7,200. Let's just buy that. And what if we had the university? Ooh, I'm liking this idea. I'm loving this idea. Okay, so we need to delete the rocks and ground cover. And the way that I like to do my universities, I like to use a 4-lane like this, but eventually I'm going to want to change it to like a monorail bus hub. And then maybe we have just a monorail station over here and have a monorail bus hub right there. But I like to come right in the middle and come out like 10 units. Because what that does is it makes a... Aside from the fact that there's stoplights, that I don't want stoplights on this road. So junctions, goodbye stoplight. You can just have a stop sign on that one. What that does is that gives us a nice little entrance to the university. And now I can take my small roads with trees and we can start... Let's just come out 10 in each direction. And again, with the stoplights. Ugh. I don't know why it thinks it has to have... Okay, let's turn that off, and then we can go to junctions and turn that off. We have stop signs right there. Okay. What kind of university should we build? Seriously, we can't have a university campus area or a liberal arts college. We can do the trade school. I've done the trade school, and the liberal arts is at 17,000 and the university is at 32,000. Oh, I've done the trade school. I mean, the trade school looks really, really nice, especially when it's fully upgraded. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to paint a university district, paint a campus area. And I want the university to be out here. So all of this coming up to the edge of the map. I want all of this to be the campus area. That might be enough space. Might be. That just might be enough space. And we're going to call this Crestfall University. Why not? Okay. So the way that the university works is you get bigger and bigger and bigger buildings, and you get a much better looking campus with the number of students that actually attend college. So now that we have a campus area, we can come to the education, we have a trade school, we can put in the trade school administration building, and this building looks really, really nice. And it will go right in the center of that tree-lined middle road area. So we can put that in right there, and then that gives us our first star. Okay, and then you can zone the campus buildings onto roads, but you can also put them directly to paths. So you can have this whole thing be a walkable area. And it needs to have water and it needs to have power. Of course it does. Okay, so as we know, we like using these underground power lines. Let me turn the white on. No, no, no. Can I bulldoze that? Here, let's relocate that over to here. If I put it with a little bit of anarchy, put it under this road. Okay, and then... So it is connected. Okay, and then we just need to run some water pipes. Run this one straight out, we'll run this one straight out, and we'll run this one straight out to... Okay, so this is the administration building. And now what we can do is we could actually define like a drivable area around the university. And then we could have walking paths all throughout the university. So what I want to do right now is... I think I want to turn this into a one-way going around the university. I think that's what I want to do. So we're going to upgrade this road to be facing that way. Okay, and then... let's send this out by 20 and have this come out by 20. So okay, so the total I'm going to make it 50 large. That's just about all the way to 50. And then, of course, there's a rock that needs to be deleted. Okay. And then we'll come across the back side. Across, and that should be 90 degrees. Perfect. So this is Crestfall University. And now we need to make some paths with our university path. So I like to use these ones that have trees on them. And I think I want to upgrade the paths around the... Oh, you can't upgrade those paths. And if you try and delete those paths with the bulldozer, it deletes the... Okay. So let's do... path straight out to here and have it go all the way to the road. And have this go all the way out to the road. Perfect. Okay, so we can add in the dormitories, the study hall, the groundskeeper, the book club. So we get these first 4 buildings. And I like to have the dormitories be like right here on this side. So we'll have it be... Let's have it be right next to the road. And we'll have it be too wide. Okay. And then we'll put it opposite. And we'll have it be too wide again. Why does that look weird? Okay, let's use our Move It mod and select this building and do Control H as the height of that. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing it like this. Okay, and then we'll deselect that and we'll select this building, Control H, the height of that. Just level it out, yeah. Deselect that, select this building, Control H, the height of this. Just level it. I don't know why it wanted to put it up so high. But there we go. So we have some dormitories for our university. And then we can also put in the groundskeepers, which doesn't take up a lot of space. So let's put the groundskeepers. Can I delete that tree or maybe move that tree? Nope, that's part of the... Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Though it is kind of up a little bit. So again, let's use the movement mod, select this, Control H, and be the height of that. So it's all the same level. Yeah, there we go. So now we have the groundskeeping in. The other thing we can put in the study hall. Let's put the study hall over here. Okay, there's the study hall. Looks kind of cool, right? And then the other building we have is the book club. And we can have the book club be opposite the groundskeeper. So we can put the book club... No, we can't do that because I'm saving right behind the campus. There is a... I think it's this one. No, where is it? It's this one. It's the trade school commencement office. And we have to be renowned. So we have to have a lot of students. So we need to actually get public transportation in here to bring people from the city to the university. So let's put in the book club. And we'll put the book club opposite the study hall. How about that? There we go. So some of these buildings look really, really nice, and some are like really, really big. Okay, so for our Crestville University, we have 803 students. We have campus attractiveness up where we need to be. Now we need to do 2 academic works. So for the academic works, we're going to... Oh, gosh. Let's have 7 staff, and let's do IT and engineering, and... I don't have enough money. Oh, I have to have 50,000. Hospitality is 50,000. IT and engineering is 50,000. How's our budget doing? We could get 13,000 from that. Get up to 39,000. Oh my goodness. Let's go to 3 speed and see if we can build up to 50,000 pretty quickly. Uh-oh, and then these don't have electricity, so what we need to do is we need to put in an underground right here. There we go. Now they all have electricity. Well, that's definitely one way for the red bus to turn around. Interesting. So let's put in and let's look at the bus lines and why is that bus going all the way over to there? So if we click on the lines, we can actually see it. And there is park level 5. So yay, our park is now fully leveled up. So, okay, I don't know why it put a stop right here. So let's have this stop just be right over there. That way it's not going into the university. So let's have the green line, we'll make a new line, and we're going to have it go directly to the university. And it's going to come in, and it's going to stop right here. It'll stop right here for the study hall. It'll stop once right there. It'll stop once right here on this corner. It'll stop at the dormitories, and then it will do one final stop right here, and then make its way back to the bus line. And we're going to call this, let's pause the game, or can't pause the game. Okay, stop moving. Let's call this Crestfall University Express. We're going to make the line green. I want kind of a darker kind of a green. And then I just want to have, again, biofuel buses. Nobody yet. But now that we have stops inside the university, the other thing that we can do I think what I want to do on this line is I want to move this stop just down one little place. And then I think I want to move this stop maybe up one place. Because what I want to do is I want the Sims to be able to cross the road right here to get to the other sidewalk. So I'm going to go to my node controller. I'm going to go right here on the opposite side of that, and I'm going to make it a crossing. No markings, or if I do the markings, it puts those little white lines in that are horizontal like that. It's kind of weird. So no markings, and then with the marking tool right there, we can put in an actual crossing. Oh, and it's a zigzag. We don't like zigzags. So if we move it just a touch, there we go. Now we have a crossing right across from that path, and then we need to add a crossing in right on this path too. This is going to be a crossing. There's not going to be any of that. And then we do this, and we put in crosswalk, crosswalk, and that one actually came out normal, which is great. Perfect. So now now if I can just move this line and have it stop right there, beautiful, right next to the crosswalk. And then if I can move this line to stop right next to the crosswalk, that just makes it so much nicer. Okay. We have 97,000, so let's do our artisanry for let's do IT and engineering and say give. And on the info, academic year is about half over. We only have 370. Oh my goodness, we're losing students. No, we can't lose students. See, what we need to do is we need to get regional students in here to come to the university. We had 800 students at one point, and now we don't. Interesting. What's our next? After Big Town is Small City at 11,000. Oh, geez. And then at 11,000 we get the monorail. We also get trains. Oh, lots and lots and lots of trains. Oh, this is going to be great. Train station. Oh, this is beautiful. So at 11,000, we're going to do a huge, massive update to our public transportation. And then here's one change I want to make right now. We're going to kill this. Okay, we're going to delete the bus station, or the right there, and we're going to put in our inner city. Where's the bus? What? No. I want the bus inner city bus hub. This big, massive building. Okay? It's like huge. And then I need to look at the bus lines. So go over to buses, come into the lines. Okay, so the red stop can stop right there. The green stop, so red, orange, yellow, blue, green. Roy G. Biv. The yellow stop goes right there. Blue stop goes right there. Orange stop goes right there. There we go. And now we can get inner city buses in, and now we'll start to see buses from the region come and drop off people here, and then they can go and they can go on the university line and be taken right to the university. So as we watch this happen, we don't have a lot of people going to the university. They all seem to want to go to the park. And the people from the park want to go to work. We don't have a lot of people going to the university. Well, it just takes time. It just takes time. Now we have 546. There we go. So when the academic year is over, we should be level 2 and we'll get some more buildings unlocked. So yeah, we have a nice university going in right over there. We have our nice city right here. And like I said in a previous episode, when you're using like Probable Rico, you don't have to build some big, ginormous, grandiose city to have fun with the population, to have fun with the buildings, to have fun with just playing in the sandbox and building stuff. But I guess I built it correctly when I built it this big, because this hub is like massive. And then I don't even think that the monorail bus hub, isn't it that one? Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, it would connect to there, but I think that this space it may not be big enough to support the monorail bus hub going right down the middle, especially with that bus station right there. But we'll see about that when we get to 11,000. I don't know if we're going to do 11,000 in this episode because we've been recording for almost an hour. And then what I'd like to do, because, well, yeah, I don't have enough money because I need 75,000 to do this. What I want eventually is I want to build a casino strip. That'll also help with the commercial demand that we have. And we might do that next episode. And what I might just do is, how do I want to do this? I think what I want to do in our next episode is take this 4-lane road, or no, take this 4-lane road out, and then do another single point urban interchange like right there, and have another big artery coming in. And then what we can do, where this road connects to that big artery, have a big, giant 6-lane road go down in this direction. You see, that's going up a hill, isn't it? Yeah, I want it to be relatively flat. What I might have to do is I might have to flatten out this whole area right here so we can do a strip. Let's do that right now and get prepared for our next episode. So right here I want to level the terrain, and I want a big brush. Maybe even bigger than that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this terrain is level, so I want to do that height, and I want to do it all over here. Okay, perfect, perfect. And then we can just use the smoothing gun, and we can just smooth the road out where the highway is. Okay. And what that gives us is that gives us a big, long area where we can do a big, long strip and put casinos and all on one side, and then have maybe 2 blocks on either side, on both sides. One side being hotels, the other side being a red light district. Let's do that. Let's do that. So in our next episode, in episode 8, what I'm going to do, we're going to build another single point urban interchange, like right here, because we don't want to have interchanges so close together, but we're going to have, let's see, how long is this road? That's 10, 20, 30, 40. If we go out to 50 and 60, and maybe at 70 units long, have another, we'd have to go out to 71, and then put in the big, long, another big 6-lane, and have it cross the highway right here, dip it down again, and then do another single point urban interchange. That way there's 2 connections to the city, and then have the big, long strip come right out here. And then we could even have like a monorail line go right down the middle of the strip, and maybe have a monorail station or 2 and have a monorail station in the middle of the strip, and then have a big monorail bus hub at the end of the strip. Oh, we can do all sorts of cool things with a strip. But I think that's what I want to do in our next episode, is I want to build a commercial strip. But we also need to get some more people in here. And see, there's an empty square right there. How big is that square? It's 4 by 5. Why is there still... I don't know why there's zoning right there, because there shouldn't be. I don't know why there's zoning right there. It makes no sense because I have the fence up. Oh, I can't really zoom in right there, but yeah, there's a fence right there. So why is there still zoning? That makes absolutely no sense. Anyway, do we have anything that's like 4 by 5 in the towers with our Rico? 120. Oh, you've got to be. Is that exactly 4 by 5? No, it's 3. It's 3 by 6. Yeah, 3 by 6. 9 by 5. 4 by 6. It almost fits in. If I move the clock tower to the left a little bit, I could make it fit. Let's do it. If we relocate the clock tower like there, I can put in this tower that's 4 by 6. 202 households. It's a decently looking tower. Okay, and then what I can do, I can just use the Move It mod to move the clock tower to be right there right across from the crosswalk. Pretty close to the crosswalk. There. It's the exact same height as the tower right next to it, so it's gonna kind of block their views on that one side. But there we go, and then it's already filling in 100% at 202. We just need 700 people. 700 people for our next achievement. Oh, and see, now it's all backing up because people want to move in. Yep. We have a huge influx of people, and they're all trying to go to work and all trying to get through. I think I need to tell these guys to just go through. Yeah, I don't understand why the other sides don't stop when they're supposed to stop. I don't think the stoplight's working correctly. Yep, it's just going to take some time for everybody to move in now that we put in that other big tower. Though I don't know if I like that tower exactly right there with it being the exact same height as that one in front of it. And I can't exactly just relocate them. I wish we could. But alas, we can't. And we're 500 people away, 500 citizens away from having our next big thing. But we also don't have any, we don't have any residential demand. We have commercial and we have industrial demand. And for high density commercial, this is why we need to build the strip. Yeah, because if we put the strip in, it will kill the commercial demand entirely. See, the other thing that I can do, I can put one of these corner towers in. Ugh. And then I just have to put the tower on top of it that matches. So if we face that road with the commercial, okay, then there's a tower that goes on top of it in the high density commercial. It's not that one. It's going to be the mixed use ones. I just have to find them. It's not that one. It's not this one. Definitely not that one. It's not that one. Not that one. Is it this one? That gets close. That gets really close. Did I never get the one that... Or I think that might be it right there. Yep, we have to do it with anarchy. Oh, bother. Okay. So yeah, this is the one. And it just fits right on top of that other building. And it makes that. That's what it does. And because I have big towers on this intersection, it only has 34 households on it, and then we're putting houses. I don't think I want this there. Like, I really don't think I want this there. See, something like that would go really well right here. Would it fit in right there? Oh, I forgot I don't have zoning on this road. Maybe I need to put zoning on this road. Yeah, see, it's just a little bit too long to fit in. It covers up that road. You know what? I could put it right there. It would fit perfectly right there. Yep, that's it right there. And we can have that go in, and that will help. That'll help get our population up just a little bit. We're 700 people away. And a lot of people are still moving in. Going to industry, going to work, still moving in. A lot of people moving in. Okay, so one final thing we can do in this episode before I call it good. Let's go to our city park and put in our last little bit, and this is the trampolines. And let's put the trampolines like right here. Maybe we have 2 trampolines next to each other. Do we have enough space for that? Let's relocate this. Go right behind the cafe, and then put in one more right next to it. There we go. Okay, and then what we had decided that we were gonna arc one more road out this way and do some gazebos here and then fill this in with like trees. So let's do that really quick. We'll finish off this park and then we'll call it a good day. So we're gonna select the path, freestyle, turn everything off except the angle. I'm going to come out this way, and like just curve it right around to there. And then let's put some gazebos. Let's do some red gazebos. Oh, no. We can't have it that close to the fence, otherwise they'll start going through the fence. I don't know if you saw that, but they went right through the fence. Yeah, we can do like that, and then we can put in some gazebos. Okay, and then let's put, like opposite the other one, we'll put one green one right there. And then what I want to do is I want to use the tree brush. How big? Oh, hello. We can even manually just put in some bamboo. Just fill in the space with some trees. And then over in this area, we can have some bamboo between the gazebos. Put in some bamboo trees in the middle of this area. Okay, and there is our city park. Right in the middle of the city, it's a level 5 park. And then what we can do on the policies, we can turn it off being the main park. And we can also do... We'll do celebrate at night. Okay. I think I want to call that an episode. People are still moving in. But that single point interchange handles quite a bit of traffic, and I love it. I love it. We almost have the congestion beat down, back to normal now that people have moved in and the city's where it's supposed to be. I just want to get the congestion to go all the way down. Yeah, I think it's just going to take time. And then when we put in the other interchange over here and give them a second way into the city, I think that will help break up how much goes through this intersection. So, yeah, we upgraded our bus and intercity bus hub. We now have more people coming in. Our university is now level 2, but we don't have enough students. We need more campus attractiveness. So in our next episode, we need to work on the campus, and I want to build a casino strip down here and put have a commercial center down here. But let's do that in episode 8. But I love the way this city is turning out. I mean, just look at that skyline. Doesn't that look really cool? Doesn't that look really, really cool and really good with like the tall buildings in the background? That looks so good. I love the way this looks. I love the way this game is. I love how it's like a big sandbox. I just love it. So if you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to give me a thumbs up, rate me a like. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell so you always know when new content comes out. Also, please tell your friends about me so they can come and they can enjoy these videos and they can enjoy playing City Skylines just as much as you do. Finally, and most importantly of all, please remember this. City Skylines is just a game, and games are meant to be fun, and you're supposed to have fun while playing them, so if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. Meet me back here next time when we're going to put in our second single-point urban interchange, and I want to build a commercial strip down in that area going towards the other highway. I want to do that next episode, so join me next time for the strip. It's going to be just like Vegas, but I make it look really cool. So I hope you'll join me for our next episode. But until then, I'm Z, signing off.